Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
Slam, slam, slam. Showing up, showing up.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Under 10, under 10, 10. Hero 15. Attack, attack. 52. Ain't no such echo. We taking wins home. Attack.
Now Mahomes. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things.
Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The former third-round pick, Justin Jones, bringing the lumber that time.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
15. 58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Bravo! Here we go. Here we go. 58's the Mike. 58. Yellow. Brilliant. 58's the Mike. 58. 58's the Mike.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Mahomes going to throw. And going deep for Hill. He's got a man. Complete. It's a gain of 34. Well, that'll help get you out of danger. So much for playing it conservatively back towards your own goal line.
That aggressive mentality, sometimes you can use it, and they did there against a defense who probably thought to themselves, there's no way they take a shot here this deep in their own territory.
Mahomes dropping one to Williams here. 7 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Yellow, yellow. 58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Throwing now is Mahomes. It's Hill, complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 43. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
The first carry now. This is Williams. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the Chargers' 38-yard line.
following the pickup of 4. Here's 2nd and 6.
It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's our.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Now here's Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Jordan Lastly was the intended target. 3rd down here. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And this is going to miss left. I don't think it even got there either. It's no good either way, and this will remain a scoreless game. So a bit of a weird kick there. That wasn't an overly long attempt, but that never had a chance.
You almost wonder if he might have maybe got that one on the laces because it kind of knuckled on him a bit. And this one winds up in empty possession.
And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for L.A.
First down, Los Angeles.
On first down, it's Taylor. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Taylor nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones able to record his 5th sack of the season. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Taylor. And the throw there going to be incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. Badgley hit from 59 in his rookie season. This one not quite as long, but he shows off that big leg by hitting another from distance. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there.
Off the draw, here's Williams. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
No gain on the play.
Here comes the ball. I see you, boy. I see you. I don't need to.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Chiefs, nothing.
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd.
Attack! 58, right over there. Yeah.
Mahomes now to throw. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And this is going to be a Charger touchdown.
That's a touchdown right there.
Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-0 as they come up 1st and 10.
Shit. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
They begin the drive with Williams. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
All day. Watch twist. 6 count. You gotta go right here.
On 2nd down, Williams. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Go!
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Yellow! You might be getting tired of seeing me. Hey, 57. Shift! Watch the shift! Check 43! Check 50. Go, baby.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. 5 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Watch the slant, watch the slant, watch the slant. Undercrush, undercrush.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is just going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Yellow. Come on, let's go. Joker. Bang, 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 bang. SOS.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. It didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
The Chiefs on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 27-yard line.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
43!
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And they'll get this down to the 10. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the big.
And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Mecole Hardman, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
Extra point right down the middle, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. And this one complete to Virgil Green. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The end result, 21 yards.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Watch right, watch right. Watch right.
They'll throw on first down to Taylor. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
On 2nd and 10, Taylor finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. Touchdown, L.A. Mike Williams, his 2nd touchdown on the season. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
16, Chiefs 7.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. An update from Denver. The Dolphins have jumped out to an early lead in their ball game. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be...
Got a man that's caught inside the 10. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 8 on the year. As they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Butker on for the PAT. And it's good. It cuts it to 2. 16-14 our score. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
All day, just like that. Just like that.
Now Taylor on first down. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to...
And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Well, there was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Third and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack. Here's Gordon. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. They've gone to the second quarter now in Denver. The Broncos have taken the early lead. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can...
And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman as the first half is winding down. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation where you try and get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot at to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Give them 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. The Charger drive about to get going. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission.
Typically what they're doing.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by Dorian O'Daniel, the linebacker from Clemson. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Play action, now Taylor. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Thomas, the intended target. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Rip left. He's checking.
They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Pick the edge. Come.
Come back.
58, the money. General, fast. On deck.
All right, 57, color, 57.
2nd and 9 now. He'll let this go for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down.
And 9 yards to go.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down.
Easy.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. Mahomes now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And he's caught inside the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. They'll run it with Williams. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Davian Williams, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Butker now to add the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Taylor will throw. Able to get this to Gordon. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. It's his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. Well, earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
And it brings up 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. And it's complete. Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 48-yard line. Taylor, he's got his tight end complete. It's Green. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. They run on first down with Jackson. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Taylor got Gordon open, completes it. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
One man in the backfield, that's Gordon, 2nd and goal.
Let's go, team. Let's go. Watch the safety go down.
He'll get it up the middle. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half, you're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
And not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Taylor. And caught by Thomas for a Charger touchdown. Michael Thomas, his first touchdown on the year as his guys are back within a single score. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down and, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He sets the fire deep, and he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Go 58's the Mike. 2 yards. 58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them, because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Off the play fake, here's Taylor. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 16. The gun, it's Taylor. Taylor hit. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 29-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
43.
58 to Mike. 58.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, Ridway.
58 is the Mike. Go 58. Pick your game up. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. I got it.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Completes it to Hardman. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. On 1st down, Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10.
Hey, 15.
58, right over there.
And again, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watched that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Another incompletion would certainly be ideal defensively. A big play now. This is 3rd and 10.
Attack!
58 to Mike. 58 to Mike.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
You got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Taylor incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Taylor. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line.
Keep going, man.
So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down, told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up, I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
You got tight. You got tight right there.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
49 to Mike. 14-6. You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mahomes. They complete it to Hill. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Williams, and he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Given 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it with Williams. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Credit the tackle there to Uchenna Nwosu. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake it to football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
On 2nd down, it's Williams. And they'll get him down right around the 16. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Attack! 15.
Mahomes to throw. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, this from 33. And Butker able to put this one through. And that'll push the lead up to 8. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
We got this. 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Throwing now is Taylor. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Chris Jones in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Back to throw. And caught by Henry. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Taylor incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
3 out. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Kill.
Taylor to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. First and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts.
56, the must, boy. 56. Check 56. Big ass.
They'll look to throw. And this will be caught. Touchdown. So in the final minute here, now a 2-point conversion will tie the game.
So they got the touchdown they needed to cut this to 2, but now they've got to get back to the huddle. No celebration time. Got to figure out what they're going to do on the 2-point conversion.
Listen to this crowd now. Their guys need a stop on this 2-point conversion.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Watch twist. Hayward. Tight dog. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Here we go.
Now it's Taylor. And it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the fourth. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. This one taken just inside the 10. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. Going deep here for Watkins. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Not that time for Watkins. That'll bring up second down.
Yellow. Go on, Eddie.
Mike, 58, right there. Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
Now Mahomes. Looking again for Watkins, and this time that's complete. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Yellow. On the line.
Watch QB drop. What can we do?
To throw is Mahomes. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, 43, 43, 15.
58, Mike.
Back to throw. Mahomes. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. He was looking again for Kelsey there on that play, and it's 3rd down. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down.
Mike, 58, right there.
Now it's Mahomes again. Here we go. This to avoid overtime. And did he catch it? He did. A touchdown. One of the most improbable finishes in recent history. They've won it on the final throw. Well, it was too long to risk a field goal, so they said we got to throw it up there, hope something good happens, and I think that's the definition of something good happening.
Not just good.
Amazing.
In their estimation, great, amazing, stupendous. I mean, exhilarating. How about them running off the field with a victory where it looked like they were possibly headed towards overtime?
Oh, yeah, it looked like definite overtime, and everybody just holding their breath as that ball hung in the air, and then jubilation. Well, that was a fun game to witness, partner. A touchdown there at the very end to win this thing.
And that's really where the emphasis is, right? The touchdown to win it. I know that they put a little on top, right? What's your favorite dessert? You know, what do you put on top of your favorite dessert?
You put whipped cream. Maybe a cherry.
There you go. The whipped cream, the cherry, whatever you want to talk about, that's what they put on it. But the story, the touchdown to win it, that's how they got it done.
So for Kansas City, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the downward spiral continues as they drop to 0-6 now. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You were Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You were Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish now. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up their octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 20/20 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top is missing, the opposition ain't. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready?
Get ready, dog.
This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People wanna know when Mace, Potts, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, the head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rocking over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter rock, turn it up, we giving a show. But can you rock it like rocket? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets? Fool? What kind? When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, pass to your receiver. All about running the spot.